Hi, it's Graham Healy from Rise Up Australia, Brisbane 2025. The vision for 2026, what is it? Where is Australia going? Well, as far as I can see, we are on the cusp of a turnaround. 6 months since the election in Australia, and it's just gone from bad to worse. The Liberal Party's in meltdown. I don't think that ticking the box for net zero, but remaining in the Paris Accord is going to do anything for the existing members of the Liberal Party. You can't trust them anyhow. So what I see, of course, is Andrew Hastie reforming the Liberal Party, a new Liberal Party under his leadership, and along with Jacinta Price, of course. But as far as the Liberal Party, as we know, it's finished. Labor Party is, it's a friends of Hamas and supported Palestine, which is a non-existent entity, which is basically ruled by terrorists. So Albanese is just a complete village idiot, and everyone knows that. He's ruining Australia like you wouldn't believe. We're now well over $1 trillion in debt, and when you have a look at the debtclock.com, you'll see that we're in far bigger debt than that when you add up all the personal debt, the company debt, et cetera, et cetera. So what's going to happen? Well, I felt that November this year, we would see the end of Albanese government. It would have been kicked out, basically like Whitlam was. But unfortunately, we've got a woke Governor General who would just agree with anything. So, I think from what I feel is May next year, we'll have a definite turnaround point then. The Trump policies, of course, I'm a Trump fan, always have been. He's turning America around, and what we've got to do in Australia is make, I won't say make Australia great again. I'll use the term, where I've done caps as well, Australia first. We've got to have Australia first, not mass immigration first, not pushing, free Palestine across Sydney Harbour Bridge as a priority to promote terrorism. I can't believe this country hasn't been involved with any of that. So next year, the spirit of the Light Horse Brigade will rise up, and I think the March on Australia Day is going to be a landmark. It's going to be a turnaround point. It's going to be, I just see literally millions of Australians taking to the streets on, Australia Day. And of course, the resignation of Barnaby Joyce to join One Nation is just a sign of the times. A lot of people criticise Barnaby Joyce, but he's actually a real leader. I felt that he should just start his own party, basically. But the interim move to One Nation isn't a negative. It's a big positive. So we'll just summarise this. I won't go on about it. Number one, Australia is a Christian nation. We're not a Muslim nation. We don't promote Muslim fanaticism, and we don't promote the Trojan horse, which is Islam. Very, very dangerous, very dangerous. Have a look what's happened in Europe. Have a look what's happened in the UK. And Donald Trump rightly said that Europe is actually destroying itself. Australia is on the way to destroying itself as well with Albanese et al. But unfortunately, we had no opposition. We had a Liberal Party trying to be woke, and we've got to purge them right out completely. So this is a summary. Number one, Andrew Hastie will take over a reformed Liberal Party, and Jacinta Price, I always felt that she would make a good Prime Minister. Anthony Albanese will be removed, and it's only a matter of time. The time's ticking. People say, will he go full term? God help us if he does. You better start talking Chinese or something if he goes full term. No, he won't go full term. I've extended his term till May next year before he's kicked out. There'll be a double dissolution, and there'll be a referendum on free speech. Free speech has been cancelled in Australia like it is in all these other countries, UK, Europe and all this. The communists are trying to take over and in fact have taken over at this point in time. But the spirit of the Light Horse Brigade, the same Light Horse Brigade that liberated Israel through Beersheba in 1917, that's rising up in the background. The Aussie spirit, the Anzac spirit is rising up in the background, and that's sort of being motivated by the Holy Spirit. So that's Graham Healy over and out. The vision for 2026. Our alignment with the United States will come into alignment. It's taken 6 months. We're always a 6-month time lag behind the US. Now Donald Trump's put the pressure on regarding defence. Everyone's talking defence. What are we going to do now? You know, it's a bit of a joke, but the answer is that we, and I've said this for years now, that of course we kick the Chinese out of Darwin and we establish another USA Pearl Harbor in the seaport of Darwin, and that'll include the USA nuclear subs, etc. So that'll solve the problem of Australia buying submarines or whatever. We just put the USA base, make Darwin a USA military base. That'll be good for the economy. It'll be good for the protection of the whole Southeast Pacific or South Pacific, and it'll be a buffer zone between us, Indonesia, and the the China Sea and what China's trying to do. You see, China is sending warships down here, and that's actually an aggressive move. The psychological warfare, it's called, and that's not on. There shouldn't be any warships from China coming down to the South Pacific and moving around New Zealand or any other country in the South Pacific or the South Pacific Islands or New Guinea or anywhere. Okay, so and the summary is for next year, one, keep your eye on Andrew Hastie as he reforms the Liberal Party into something that's what you call conservative. Number two, Albanese will be removed by May next year. Number three, there will be a double dissolution and a referendum on free speech. Very important, the referendum on free speech. Number four, there will be a military base established in Darwin, a USA military base, and the relationship between the USA and Australia must be reconsolidated, and we'll just get rid of the communists, i.e. Albanese et al. And the relationship with Israel has to be re-established as well, because the Albanese government is anti-Israel. They're anti-Semitic. No matter what they say publicly, you'll know them by their fruit, and the fruit says they're exact opposite of what they're saying. Oh, they're not anti-Semitic rubbish. They are. They hate Israel, and as a matter of fact, they're at odds with the USA as well. So, we have a lot of alignment. So the word for next year is alignment. Australia will align with the USA agenda under President Donald Trump. We've got to do that to secure the country and to put Australia first, including all the climate scam, the renewable scam. This is all just rubbish that's designed to destroy Australia. Now, I'll just finish off with three definitions, what liberalism is, what communism is, and what socialism is. Well, it should be liberalism, socialism, and communism. Okay. Now, liberalism is the right of the individual to have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and basically be, for want of a better term, a sovereign citizen without the negative connotations. But small government, it's basically what Donald Trump's doing. It's nationalising your economy rather than globalising it. We should be doing the exact opposite of globalisation. We should be nationalising our economy, our banks, and everything else. And it's giving the right of the individual, promoting small business and creative, independent, critical thinking. That's what liberalism really is. So secondly, socialism is the government. The government, you're relying on the government. It expands the bureaucracy. So that's sort of socialism in a nutshell. Communism is when the government becomes God. So the government is all powerful, tyrannical and all powerful. And where are we in Australia? Well, we've moved from socialism. I think we're in communism because the all these different moves that Albanese's made and his government regarding to bind up free speech through, the internet, Karen, and all the rest of them, is really moving down the line of communism. And all you've got to do is see the relationship between Albanese and Xi Jinping and the Red Communist Party. And Albanese has been a communist since he was at university. So we've gone from socialism to communism, and we've got to return back to liberalism in the true sense of the word. Okay, so that was the three, liberalism, socialism, and communism. Is you can have a look on my website, Rise Up Australia, Brisbane 2025, and you will see a definition of those terms outlined by Robert Menzies, the founder of the Liberal Party. Okay, that's Graham Healy over and out with the vision for 2026. Have a great night.